Hi, I'm Connor Bass, and I'm here to give you my presentation overview for my marketing plan at PRT 476. The three things I'll be doing today are giving you a brief introduction to my organization. I'll be giving you the goals of my marketing plan, as well as three tactics in which I'll be using and implementing to create marketing within our organization. So first off, the brief introduction is my organization of choice was the Holly Springs Salamanders, and my contact within the organization is the general manager, Mr. Tommy Atkinson. The Holly Springs Salamanders Baseball Club is a collegiate summer league baseball franchise. They're a part of the Coastal Plain League, which is the second largest summer collegiate baseball league behind the famous Cape Cod League of the Northeast. The Salamanders' first season of play was in 2015, and they are newly owned and operated by Capital Broadcasting Company, or CBC. CBC also owns and operates the Durham Bulls minor league club. The Salamanders team office and stadium are both located at what's known as Ting Park in Holly Springs, and this is also the recreation park for the city. Holly Springs is a small town in size, however, it's very densely populated. The overall population has grown from a little over 9,000 people in the year 2000 to more than 33,000 estimated in 2016. The city is growing at an alarming rate, and that bodes well for the future of the franchise. And the age demographic in this area is also very optimistic considering the youth in which it has. 82% of the general population is under the age of 44, and roughly 36% of the entire population is under the age of 19. Furthermore, downtown Holly Springs is only 15 to 20 minutes away from the heart of downtown Raleigh. Therefore, there's plenty of opportunity for advancement within the area. With all this being said, especially the age demographics which I just mentioned, it makes perfect sense to choose to focus on the youth of Holly Springs as my target market. Now, to move on to the goals of my marketing plan, the Salamanders, being a collegiate-based franchise, lose a lot of opportunity to create revenue for themselves with the absence of consistent players. And what that means is you'll have player turnover. Some kids, say a kid comes from Louisville, he can't play the whole season, he plays 3 weeks. That's fine. But you can't grow a real affinity with that individual player, so rather you have to grow an affinity with the team, organization. And also the fact that their season is only 3 months long, it also hurts their money-making chances. So with that, the Salamanders also don't really have the means financially to advertise or market the way they'd like to. But that's where I come in. I believe that through the practices of grassroots marketing, the Salamanders can create a multitude of ways to effectively spend their money on ways to market to the masses. However, in my case, it would be specifically on the youth. So my goals for this project are as follows. First, I'd like to increase the marketing efforts in general by the Salamanders organization. Secondly, we would reach the youth through these marketing tactics and strategies. Third, I would like to reach other segments of our market, such as adults or young adults, by way of reaching the youth first. And last but not least, and pretty obviously, we'd want to increase attendance in future seasons, hopefully next season. So now to move on to the three tactics in which I'll be using and implementing in my marketing plan. The first one is called Kids Day. This will be an event held at the recreation park that's in conjunction with the organization. It's called Ting Park. The park consists of 6 soccer fields, 8 tennis courts, a basketball court, and a playground to go along with the baseball stadium. This will be plenty of room to have carnival games, other sport-related games, and other activities such as face painting, inflatables, etc. The cost per child could be 10 to 20 bucks roughly, and lunch would be included. And this would attract kids as well as their parents who would come with them. And this is ideal considering the age demographic numbers that I've previously mentioned. So the second tactic in which I'd implement is the Holly Springs Salamanders iPhone and Android application. So this is pretty self-explanatory. The Salamanders app would be the central hub for all things Salamanders, and any question you may have could most likely be answered using this app. And it would feature a multitude of informative things such as a player roster, schedule, and upcoming events. And it would also have a lot of incentive-based things on it, such as a reward system for attendance that would reward returnees, and a video game on the app that would award the highest scorer a prize at each game. This would tap into our strategies of appealing to the entire family and incorporating technology into our brand image. Third, and last but not least, would be a weekly family feast night. So this event would hone in on our objective to appeal to the dominant demographic of Holly Springs, which would be families and the youth. So this would be a full course meal that would be provided for the masses that wish to come. However, the fan that wishes to come must purchase a ticket to the game, and it would cost more than it would to buy just a regular ticket. So the game and the dinner package would be cheaper than eating out with your family before or after the game. So why not come to the park, eat there, and then go to the game after, right? So therefore, the meal would take place before the game, and the game would start at 7 p.m. What's good about this is the players would be eating with them. They would be required to eat with the fans and the families. So what that would do would incorporate, it would give a sense of homelessness to not only the players but also to the fans, and it would create the camaraderie, and hopefully that would incentivize the kids and their parents and their families in general to come out to more than one game, to a multitude of games actually. So with that, those are my my brief introduction, my goals, and my 3 tactics in which I'm going to implement. And there's my video. So thank you, and hopefully I do well.